Well, good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. Man, New York City, you guys can't seem to catch a break. You got the illegals in there tearing your shit up, kicking cops in the head, taking over hotels, taking over areas that used to be open to the New York public, but now you can't go there because we're taking care of the illegals. We're bending over backwards for the illegals. We're squirting KY jelly on your ass for easy entry for the illegals. Now you have a self-proclaimed Democratic socialist one step closer to the position of mayor of New York City. New York City! Right now you have newly registered independent Eric Adams, the incumbent, who will be running for a second time. And you have this guy named Zohran Mamdani. Now, when you look at his name, it reminds me of Zohan, that terrible Adam Sandler movie. So I'm going to call him Zohan from now on. So Zohan was born in Uganda. His father was a professor in some kind of anti-colonialism, colonizer bullshit profession or subject. And his mom was a filmmaker. So his mom is in the arts. His dad is anti-establishment. So he was a rich little activist. So his parents moved here when he was 7. He went to expensive private schools. He went to a liberal arts college. So he is marinated in the leftist, socialist, communist doctrine. And he wants to bring that to New York City. Now, according to his own website, according to the things that he himself said he's running for, are things like free bus rides, free childcare for New Yorkers 6 months to 5 years, abolish the police department, no bail, no cash bail, all of that bullshit he is for. And he just mopped the floor with Cuomo. So now he is one step closer. The only thing that stands between him and the office of the mayor of New York City is Eric Adams. Now, when I heard about this guy and I started looking into this guy, the first thing that I thought of is London. He wants to turn New York City into London, or Londonistan, if you want to be honest, because he is a Muslim. So if he won, he would be the first Muslim mayor of New York City. Now, I don't know or care if this is going to make me sound racist or whatever, but I don't like the sound of that. I don't like the sound of a Muslim mayor in New York City because of the aforementioned London. London has turned into a Western shithole. There are a bunch of Muslim illegal immigrants that come there on welfare, kill this narrative that illegals come here to work hard and they work harder than you. We have, 60% of illegals that come here are on welfare. Same or probably worse with London. And I believe that that's what this man wants to bring to New York City. Because if you want to paint a new picture, you have to get rid of the old picture. If you want to build a certain society, you have to tear the present society down to the studs and rebuild. And that's what I believe he wants to do. All of this feel good, free this, free that, city-run grocery stores. Oh yeah, very communist. If you look close, you can see his brown shirt. He wants the New York City government to be in total control, but they do it under the guise of, well, it's free childcare, it's free bus rides, it's city-run grocery stores to make sure, rent control to make sure that you are taken care of, New York citizen. It's all for you. We just, need a little more money in taxes to pay for all this stuff. Well, Jericho, look at Europe. They have free healthcare. Yeah, look at the amount of taxes they pay, 70% plus in taxes. And you know what comes with that? Well, you don't need a gun. You don't have to have a gun because the city is going to take care of you. Look at our new Muslim police force. They will take care of you. They have guns. Give up your guns. You don't need them. You can rely on the city to protect you on your way to the city-run grocery store and the city-run buses and the city-run childcare. You don't need to protect yourself. The city will take care of you. Don't think for yourself. Don't do for yourself. Don't protect yourself. Let the city take care of you. And when you've been lulled to sleep, when you've been lulled into a social coma, now here comes the 5 times to prayer call, the speakers popping up all over the place, churches being turned into mosques. We're not stupid. We don't need to bite the donut to know it's sweet. We can learn from London's mistakes with their mayor, Sadiq Khan. And I'm sorry, an immigrant coming to this country and pushing socialism, aka communism, because you can't get to communism unless you go through socialism. So I think that an immigrant coming to this country, the last fucking thing you need to be pushing is communism. When you come to this country, you adopt the American way. On the 4th of July, I want your knees to be dirty and I want your mouth to be dirty. No, that's not what I mean, you preverts. I want your knees and your mouth to be dirty from you kneeling down and kissing the American soil and being thankful that we allowed you to come here from that shithole you used to live in. If you come from a country where there are more holes to shit in than toilets, you better turn up your gratefulness when you get here. I'm sorry, but there are levels to this. If you're coming to America from Canada, or you're coming from the UK, or maybe Switzerland, some country that has it pretty easy and you're very westernized, that's different than coming from a country where you only have protein once a week. And if you do have protein, it's like a boiled duck face or some shit. Something that most countries throw away as scraps as Thanksgiving to you. Those people who come from worse situations, I need you to be much more thankful when you get here, and definitely don't push fucking communism. Are you crazy? Do you want us to send you and your family back to Uganda? Zohan? No, I don't think so. I think you want to stay right here and rub elbows with the New York elites. But the nerve of somebody to come from another country and push an agenda and a way of living that would fuck our country up is ridiculous. Why would we allow that? Why would you want to come to America with a set of ideas that would destroy America? You're not allowed to do that. You're an immigrant. You need to be quiet and stay in the corner. You need to contribute. Of course, you can have ideas to change things in America as long as it's still good for America. But for you to come to our country and push communism? Fuck you, Zohan. Now it looks like Mayor Eric Adams is going to win. I'm reading things and hearing whispers here and there that the people are saying, even New York Democrats are saying, this guy is too progressive. This guy is too far left. And boy, I hope that's true. Because if not, New York City, you can bend over and squirt curry on your ass because it's over. They already have these security forces in these predominantly Muslim neighborhoods that are doing the policing. I did a video on a New Jersey police officer who was wearing the Pakistani, or no, it wasn't Pakistan. Why can't it not? I think it was the Iranian flag. It was either Iranian or Pakistani flag that he was wearing on his police uniform on duty. You know, an American cop will have the thin blue line flag or an actual American flag. This dude had another country's flag on his uniform. But Jericho, that was New Jersey, not New York. Well, if you know anything about geography, they're right next to each other. And if you think that Muslim extremist bullshit is going to happen in New Jersey and not happen in New York, I got some beanstalk seeds I want to sell to you. Of course that shit is going to happen. You think it's by accident that they would have their first Muslim mayor and he happens to be a communist, self-proclaimed socialist? All right, New York. I'll be over here in California watching. Hopefully I don't see plumes of smoke coming from your city. Meet me in the comments. Talk to me, Goose. What do you think about this new mayoral candidate in New York? The self-proclaimed socialist. He's out there yelling at Tom Homan, having to be held back by security. What a fucking actor. He's another politician activist. How dare you, Tom Homan? These immigrants. I don't want you having sympathy for immigrants. I want you having sympathy for American citizens. Because if you do it right, the immigrants in a perfect world are going to assimilate and become American citizens. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. I'm out.